Rabotai, good morning to everybody. It's another beautiful day. We're holding a few days before Rosh Hashanah. There's a mitzvah, very important, to hear the sound of the shofar. And we do make a big deal out of it, the sound of the shofar. It's very important for everybody to hear it, for men, for women, for kids. To the extent even some people take the shofar to the nursing home, to people that cannot attend the shul, they cannot hear the sound of the shofar. People even take it to nursing homes. In some hospitals, if they allow, they also blow shofar for the sick people that are laying in the bed. That's how it's important, the listening to the sound of the shofar. My question is, why is such a big deal? Why we make such a big deal about blowing the sound of the shofar? There's many explanations. There's many reasons, of course. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons, one of the explanations is, let's look at the history of the shofar. Let's look back in our Jewish history. The first time in our history there was a public blowing of shofar, it was by Matan Torah, receiving of the Torah. When the Jews were surrounded the Mount of Sinai, all the 12 tribes, this was the first time that they heard the sound of shofar. You're going to find it in the book of Shemot, chapter 19. When the Jewish people proclaim Naaseh v'nishma, we're going to take the Torah, we're going to listen to the Torah, we're going to keep the Torah, we're going to practice the Torah, they deserved big chazak baruch. They deserved the round of applause. So there was a great shofar sound for them. So now it comes to, which was Shavuot, just only a few months ago. So now, on every Rosh Hashanah, when we all get together, all the Jews, everybody comes to shul on Rosh Hashanah. People religious, non-religious, on different levels. Everybody gets together. We make another public blowing of the shofar. It reminds us, remember, on Rosh Hashanah reminds us, because we forget things quickly. Remember the loud sound that we just had a few months ago on Shavuot, on receiving of the Torah, when we said Naaseh v'nishma, that we're going to keep the Torah, we're going to listen to the Torah, we're going to practice the Torah, because we forget. So we need a reminder. It's like a story that I know. Somebody, unfortunately, went through terrible sickness. So the person, while he was in the hospital, he made a neder, he made a promise. He said, if I get better, if I'm going to heal, I'm going to start keeping Shabbat. I'm going to start keeping kosher also. So he really meant it. And in reality, within a few months, with good results, even doctors were surprised. The results were getting better and better. So the person recovered, where he was out of the hospital, out of rehab, as he promised keeping Shabbat and Kashrut. Well, he actually did. He kept it for a few weeks. And eventually life gets better. People forget. Life is too good. I don't think if I need God now. I think I'm back to normal. Everything's okay. Then he stops keeping Shabbat, doesn't take Kashrut seriously either. Hashem sends reminders. Recently I saw him. He tells me, I started again keeping Shabbat and Kashrut. I said, what happened? He tells me, I got into a terrible car accident. Again, I end up being in a hospital. So I made another neder, that if I get out safe and happy and healthy, I'm going to start practicing, I'm going to serve Hashem. I think this time he really meant it, because you could see he's taking it very seriously. But we do not need reminders. Shofar, we blow shofar Rosh Hashanah. One of the explanations is just a reminder. Don't forget Matan Torah. A few months ago, we're standing there. We made a promise we're going to keep the Torah. What happened? Why are we slacking? Why are we taking it easy? Small reminder. A public gathering of blowing of shofar. That's why we should be smart. We should never wait for Chas v'Shalom something happens to us. Then we should recognize Hashem. God forbid somebody gets sick, something bad happens. All of a sudden we want to pray. We should pray always. Whether we have everything, whether we don't have anything. Like if somebody tells me, I have everything, what I need to pray for? Pray that you should not lose it. Pray that you should enjoy it in a good health. You could have everything in the world. You should have it. You could have anything in the world. But if you cannot enjoy it in a good health, it's useless. So we should always pray. We should not wait for reminders. Chas v'Shalom, something bad happens to us, then we start serving Hashem, then we start learning Torah, then we open up a book of Tehillim, then we start being nice to others, then we start respecting others. We should always be good. Everybody should have a great day. Amen.